Stephanie from On Fire Fit, and welcome to another episode of High Heel Hallelujah. Today I'm talking again about testimonies, the throwback day of the week, and looking at the things that have happened in our past so that we have fuel for our fire in the future. But first, let's look at the shoes. All right, here are the heels of the day, and they are a navy-ish blue heel. My husband bought them for me, and I love them. They are easy to walk in. I love the strap that holds them securely on my ankle. And yeah, so those are the heels of the day. Today I'm talking about a little bit in my past and how it has helped me for the present and my outlook on the future. And this is going to relate to the time that I was single. I spent a lot of years being single, and it was a little difficult because when everyone around you is getting married and having kids, and that is really one of your primary hopes and dreams for your own life, it's a little trying and a little disconcerting. And I went through that period of time. I graduated college. I didn't really know for sure what I wanted to do with my life, even though I had a degree. And I went through a period of time where I worked a bunch of different jobs, and it ended up being a real blessing as I look back because I met a lot of wonderful people. And it also ended up that as I got into PA school, it would have been hard to have been married and have kids during that period of time. And it gave me enough time to sort out what I wanted to do with my life. And it gave me an opportunity to learn a job that is perfect as a mom because I get to make my own hours and I really can work less. Way back when I first graduated, I worked a ton of hours to pay off all my student loans. I bought my first condo with babysitting money, by the way. And I really felt like it ended up, when I can look back and reflect, that I wouldn't have it any other way. It really ended up being so awesome. But you know, in that time when you're really uncertain about what's going on, it's very hard. And I don't know if you're in a position right now where you feel a little bit lack of motivation, lack of drive, lack of what your future holds. There might be things that are really testing your faith and making you question things. And that's okay. The thing about it is, if you can kind of look back at your past and see how a lot of the things that you've gone through have shaped your thoughts and your today, it's going to help you as you move forward into the uncertain areas for the future. At least it does for me. And I really feel like one of the main things you can do is look at every situation either from a point of frustration or from a focus on gratitude for what you actually have right now. Changes everything. And when I went through that period of time, it was a lot of growth, trying to learn who I was and what I wanted, and a lot of uncertainty. But it ended up in my last part of my internship as a PA, before I would get out into the work world, that I met the man who became now my husband. And I was quite a bit older than I ever thought I would be when I met him. And I had dated a lot of wonderful people, but I think it was the right time, the right place, the right person. And because of all of that, we ended up getting married, and he gets me like nobody. He is very thoughtful. We have our issues, but you know what? None of us are perfect. So that is absolutely for sure. We all know that. But he gets me, and I'm learning more and more how to understand him, to support him better. And it's been a beautiful journey, and it would have been really hard had it gone the way that I thought it should go. But thankfully, God knew better, and we did end up meeting at the right time, the right juncture in our life. And now I have kind of what I would consider the ideal life that I've always wanted. We don't have a giant house, and we don't have fancy cars, and we don't have a ton of time or money to travel, but I have a family that I love. I get to be with them. I enjoy my time with them. I love my small house. I love having no car payments. I love the time that we get together, even if it's not in another country or whatever. And I really feel like that's where, when you look at things from a point of lack, or you look at it from a point of being full of so many blessings, it changes your perspective and makes you really have peace on earth and enjoy what you do have. So for me, looking back always gives me more fuel for my future, and I hope it does the same for you. I would love to hear from you, and you can go one of two ways with this. You could go real deep and tell me about your fire, what your fire is that you want to do, and how looking back might help you. But you can also go very light and airy and breezy and not get so deep, and just tell me what you think would be the next best pair of shoes to wear in the next video. So we have a couple of choices here. I have these heels from Lamb. I'll bring them a little closer for you. And I believe Gwen Stefani's brand. So that would be one pair. And another choice is going to be these BB heels, which are completely ridiculously crazy to wear, but that would be another option. And last but not least, I'm giving you only black options today, would be these, and I will probably blow how to say the name, Adrian Malouf. And they're my fancy shoes. So tell me, which one, number 1, number 2, or number 3, which one would you like for the next video? All right, thanks so much for being with me today. I hope you go out and live that day, that life on fire. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did, and hit the like button if you happen to like the video.